Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natea and this is Nesthetics, where I talk about topics that I care about and you should care about too if you choose. Today I am talking about the new black woman who is the Supreme Court Justice nominee, Ketanji Brown. And I'm talking about why I don't really care that we have a black woman as a nominee for the Supreme Court Justice. You would think as a fellow black woman I would be like, oh my goodness, we have a black woman nominee, but I just want to get on here and share my thoughts about like why I am just very nonchalant about this announcement, and really I just don't care. Like, I don't care. And I want to say that representation does matter, and give that as a disclaimer before I go into my thoughts. I do believe representation matters at every level, but there's still some problems that I see with us celebrating, just solely celebrating the new Supreme Court Justice nominee. And I know y'all are like, you know, President Biden came through and he, you know, got a Supreme Court Justice nominee who's a black woman like he said he was, but this is like one of the only things that this administration has done after all the stuff they said they were going to do for black people during their term. So anyways, let's get into my thoughts about why I feel the way I do about the new Supreme Court Justice nominee. So I feel this way, I feel nonchalant about this nomination because this is not going to change our criminal justice system as a whole. It's not going to change our unjust criminal justice system. I have a background in criminal justice. I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, so I do know a fair amount or a good amount about the criminal justice system, especially how it unjustly treats black people, people of color, and queer people. So there's different, you know, components of the criminal justice system. We have the courts, we have the law enforcement, and we have corrections. Yeah, those are the three. And it's like at every level there is problems. Having a black woman as a Supreme Court Justice nominee is not going to change anything in corrections. It's not going to change anything in the court system. Maybe it might change something in the Supreme Court, but not the lower courts that a lot of cases go through. And it's not going to change anything with policing and police brutality. Within law enforcement, we have, you know, police brutality and how police are always surveillancing black neighborhoods. Us having her as a Supreme Court Justice, like, it's not going to change that for black communities. And then the corrections, we all know how horrible the prison system is, especially for black people, and how disproportionate it is for the amount of black people in the prison system. That's not going to change either. I feel like having a black woman as a Supreme Court Justice nominee, or a Supreme Court Justice in general, is just a band-aid solution to all the problems that I just talked about that are within the criminal justice system. And that goes for any system, like or any institution. So let's think about like hospitals. We love that there are more black physicians, more black nurses, more black healthcare professionals, because we all know how like black people, they don't get treated fairly when they go to the doctor, or they express their needs or their cares, or especially like black women who are pregnant and doctors don't listen to them. It's great having that representation for black people who want a black physician or a black nurse, that they can get somebody that will listen to them and who looks like them. That representation does matter, and I'm pretty sure it saves, you know, a lot more lives. But at the end of the day, not all black people are able to get healthcare, are able to have access to healthcare, or access to a black physician or a physician in general. So that representation, yes, it does matter, but there are bigger problems, and those representations within the institutions are just a band-aid solution on the bigger problems that we have in all of these systems and in all of these institutions. This also goes for politicians. So We have politicians, black politicians who are mayors, they are in Congress, they are alderpersons, they are county supervisors. I think that the black politicians who are in the lower levels, like alderpersons and county supervisors, they do a lot more like on the groundwork for their communities, such as a smaller scale that they're focused on their communities and their districts. So I think that it is good that we have black politicians in each of these levels of the government. But at the end of the day, no matter how many black politicians we vote into office, matter of fact, I feel like the higher positions we vote a black politician in, like the less that they will do for the black community. Think of Barack Obama as an example. Even though we had a black person as a president, a biracial person as a president, who was phenotypically black, he still did not do a lot for the black community. And all I'm trying to say is that it doesn't matter how many black politicians we have, how many black doctors we have, how many black billionaires we have, how many black Supreme Court justice people we have, black police officers, whatever. Like, the system is the thing that needs to be changed. The system is the thing that is broken. So it doesn't matter how much representation we have in this broken system, because it's going to continue to work the same way that it always has been and always will be, even with black representation within these systems. So that means that the system first needs to be fixed, and then the representation will start to see more results. We'll start to see more solutions instead of these little band-aid solutions. At the end of the day, yes, having a black woman as a Supreme Court justice would be great, but it does not change anything for the black community, and there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be done for the black community, and this is not going to be the thing that fixes it. So those were my thoughts in a nutshell. Pretty quick video, pretty quick thoughts, because that's just straight to the point how I feel. I just wish that the black community wouldn't just be so like impressionable when like we have black people who are in these higher positions, and we expect that because they look like us that they're going to help our communities out. It's not always like that. All kinfolk ain't, the saying is all skin folk ain't kinfolk. So that's something that we need to remember, and we just need to remember that it's the system as a whole, and that black people working within this broken system and having higher positions in these broken systems is not going to be long-term solutions for the black community. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on my thoughts, and also about the new black woman as a Supreme Court justice. Are you excited, or what are your thoughts about having a black woman as a Supreme Court justice nominee? And thank you for watching this video, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.